For those of you in the early 2000s who were teenagers, you'll probably remember that there was an artist by the name of Justin Timberlake. He was once in a boy band called NSYNC that was very popular. However, he decided to go on his own way and make his own solo career. Next thing you know, all the girls were eating him up and he was the most iconic man on the face of the planet. Many years went by. And then these boys from England auditioned for a show called The X Factor. From there, they created a boy band called One Direction. One Direction became very popular to a point that another really popular artist from the group by the name of Harry Styles got really popular, became a female heartthrob, and moved on to his own solo pop career.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
Don't get my condescending sounding tone misplaced here. I personally think Harry Styles is a really impressive artist. Styles is one of those artists that certainly delivers in the quality of music area. I remember the first time I heard Harry Styles outside of regular music that I listened to, and I was really intrigued. That said, the first time I heard Harry Styles was Watermelon Sugar, and I was immediately getting sick of it because it's on pop radio every 5 minutes. Still, can't deny that it was a great song. It just won a Grammy. Congratulations. In fact, Harry Styles just recently got his latest album, Fine Line, nominated for a Grammy. It didn't win, unfortunately, but we are still reviewing it here today, so let's dig into it. I really enjoyed what I heard on this album. This was a lot of fun to listen to, and it sounds like that was the goal for this album, to have fun. He certainly sets out to do that, and he does not disappoint in that regard. This starts off really fun. Golden, Watermelon Sugar, and Adore You are probably like 3 perfectly upbeat tracks that speak to the motive of having fun. They're enjoyable. You will tap your foot or dance along to Adore You or Watermelon Sugar or Golden. I think Golden's probably one of my favorites off the album because I'm sick of hearing Watermelon Sugar. Hi! And I personally think that afterwards it gets, kind of boring. I think it begins to follow the same trope of every song made by an English pop star. They make the sad, over the banjo or mandolin love letter saying, I'm sorry, I love you, I miss you, I feel for you. And I think that's a trope that's been done to death, but it still offers something enjoyable. However, I can't get down with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I like tracks like She, I enjoy tracks like Lights Up, Cherry, these were enjoyable tracks, but they follow the same exhausting trope, and it was something that I'm just so sick of hearing. You hear it everywhere. The Lumineers do it, of Monsters and Men have done it. It's something that I think I'm just sick of hearing. I think I've heard enough of it on pop radio where it's just like it kind of meshes with everything else. I think somewhere where Styles shot himself in the foot was he made his big pop tracks at the front. Tonally, that makes sense for what the album's going for, but I think after you listen to the first 3 tracks, the rest of the album just doesn't feel interesting. Like Lights Up just feels like it's kind of there. It's still got a music video, but it feels kind of like there. And then the album kind of just felt like it lost steam towards the end. I think while something like a Treat People with Kindness has a great message and an upbeat tempo, there was still something about it that felt kind of odd to me. It was something that I still couldn't get down with. I will say that I did enjoy the track Fine Line, the title track, and the end track for the album. But again, one of those songs that falls under the same trope of sad boy, I'm sad boy, I love you, mandolin. So in the end, it felt repetitive. I think it was great, but I think it was just still missing some elements that would make me want to go back to an album. Once again, the beginning is great, but then the end begins to lose steam and it doesn't keep me interested for the rest of the album. Harry Styles' Fine Line receives a 3 scratches out of 5. I think this album was a really fun listen. I enjoyed hearing the first 3 tracks. I didn't exactly enjoy most of the second third of the album, and I think the end of the album was better, but still lacking what it had in the first half. I think it kind of shoots itself in the foot, offering the singles in the front. So all in all, I think it's a great album, but I don't think it's something we haven't heard before.